Hi, Ignite. So for this week, I'm going to piggyback on what I wrote about last week, which was to fearlessly pursue life. And it was based on Kobe Bryant's life and the way he fearlessly pursued his career and his family and his mentality, which was called the Mamba mentality. And he describes that as getting better every day. And so my encouragement to you last week, which was also my encouragement to myself, was to determine those important boxes in your life that you want to dance in and then start dancing in them and fearlessly pursue them. So I have to be honest with you, I just determined what those boxes were for me, but it was a very easy process because I've done my vision boards and I've created my 300 list. So what's important to me and what I want to fearlessly pursue has become pretty crystal clear. But then on Monday, I listened to a sermon based out of Tulsa by a pastor named Michael Todd. And he gave an example that took this whole thought to another level and allowed me to go a little bit deeper and ask myself more important questions. And so he also talked about Kobe Bryant and his standard, Kobe's standard. And his standard, Kobe's standard was very high, which had it not, he would have never gotten to the level that he got to in the NBA, and which is why he'll go down as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. And he also talked about, Michael Todd talked about the standard height of a basketball rim. Basketball goal is 10 feet. And had Kobe practice on a 9-foot goal or an 8-foot goal, he would have never have become great like he is. And so then he flipped it on us, those of us watching, and said, so where in your life are you, if the standard is 10, if the standard is a 10-foot goal, where are you like patting yourself on the back and giving yourself a high five because you're dunking on a 6-foot goal? So ultimately, where have we accepted mediocrity and then proudly put on, like, we're in our participation ribbon? It's like me beating my 6 and 9-year-old in a game of Scrabble and giving myself a high five and feeling hype about it. Like, that's crazy. I wouldn't do that. But I'm allowing myself to do that in other areas of my life that I'm saying are important and that I want to pursue and that I want to dance in. And so that's crazy. So my super sophisticated paper plate visual represents the categories in my life that are important to me. And again, it was a pretty easy process, and I would encourage you to do the same thing. So I've got faith, family, friendship, fun, finances, career, health, and marriage. These are what is most important to me. So as I think about these, for sure, at no point in time am I dunking on a 10-foot goal in all of these. But, and I've also allowed myself to let a mediocre mindset creep in. And I'm like super happy with dunking on a 6-foot goal. And I do think it's important that we apply grace to ourselves because we can't dunk on a 10-foot goal at all these at the same time. I really think it would be impossible, but we can try if we say these are what are important to us. And so what I just want to encourage you to do is to do a little self-reflection and determine what your important boxes are that you are saying you want to fearlessly pursue and dance in. And then ask yourself, am I like high-fiving myself because I'm dunking on a 6-foot goal and my standard is really a 10-foot goal? And where in these am I allowing myself to be okay with wearing a participation medal? Because that's not the standard, or it shouldn't be the standard. At least I don't think. If it's important to us, that can't be the standard. And just evaluate those and ask yourself some questions, and then determine what do you need to do in those areas to fearlessly pursue each one of them at a 10 and dunk on a 10, and then start dunking on a 10 and jamming out in those boxes. So I hope that visual was as helpful for you as it was for me. It was super powerful. And I know, like you, like me, I don't want to dunk on a 6-foot goal. I want to be dunking on 10-foot goals. And I want to be wearing like blue ribbons and every single one of these slices of pie that I have here. But hope that's helpful. Have a great week. And I look so forward to dancing with you in your boxes and seeing you dance in your boxes and dunking on a 10-foot goal.